You're probably wondering, what is an escrow account? Well, today in this video, we're going to be answering that right now.
Hi.
All
Sorry. Am I not too much?
Hey, what's up? I'm Andrew Costello with Keller Williams Realty out here in Sacramento, California. And I have a special guest with us today. This is...
Hi, I'm Natalie with Chicago Title Company.
And today we will be talking about what escrow is and how to set up an escrow account and just demystifying the term and what it means. So Natalie, what is an escrow account, title person? What are those things?
What are those things? Yeah. So in real estate, jargon can be really confusing. And one of the most confusing things is a new buyer will hear the term escrow used in various different ways, right? So the escrow title company, and then they'll also hear the term in regards to their impound account, their escrow impound account. And those are two very different things, right? So the escrow title company is the neutral third party that takes care of making sure that everything that's agreed to on the contract is adhered to. And then the escrow impound account is actually an account that's held by the buyer's lender. So it's very different than the title company that's handling the transaction for them.
Well, now that we know what an escrow account is, when is escrow actually opened up or set up? Okay,
got it. So there's two ways. So escrow is usually opened when a buyer comes into contract, and by that meaning the escrow officer assigns a number to the contract, and now there is a title company, escrow title company, that's going to be handling the transaction for them. That is an open escrow, right? And then an open escrow account comes when the buyer's lender requires the escrow company to send them funds to get the escrow impound account started. I know this is kind of clear as mud, but the whole point is that this particular account is set up so that the buyer's property taxes and hazard insurance gets paid for annually right out of the money that gets sent in collection with their mortgage payment.
Just so you know, once you have an accepted offer, let's say you're a buyer and you have an accepted offer with the seller, the escrow account usually gets opened up within a few days of the accepted offer. Now that we have the escrow account, what is the money actually used for that's put into that account?
So great question. That money is actually used for two very important things. It's used for the payment of the property taxes, and it's used for the payment of the hazard insurance. Why this is so important to the lender is because the lender is invested in you and making sure that you are current on your taxes and insurance, so that their investment as far as lending you money stays intact. What happens if you don't pay your property taxes, the tax collector can come in and seize the property from you and the lender. So the lender doesn't want that to happen. And if you don't pay your hazard insurance and something happens to your house, the poor lender now doesn't have any way to recoup their funds if you don't pay your mortgage payment. So what the lenders do is they say, listen, we will pay your property taxes and your hazard insurance for you. We'll collect it in the mortgage payment, and when they become due, we will take care of those bills for you. So we make sure in escrow that we have all the money for the initial setup of the account collected, so that when that next bill comes due, the buyer already has some money in that account. So that's why when you go to sign your documents and you have to pay for your final closing funds there, some of that includes upfront months payments for your impound account.
Now, it's great that you brought that up, because in another video that I did earlier, I'll actually link it here in this one, we actually go over closing costs, and one of the things that's brought up are property taxes are considered technically a cash to close, or one of the closing costs. So it's money that you do need to bring to the closing table at the end of the transaction when you're signing all your documents. So you have your closing costs for the lender, you have your closing costs for the escrow company, and then property taxes are one of those.
Correct. Yes, and so it's considered a recurring closing cost because that property tax bill is going to continuously come every year in 2 installments. So we collect that upfront so that you are ready to rock and roll when that next bill comes due.
Great. And we're gonna actually have another video on this, just explaining what supplemental taxes and property taxes are. So you're probably wondering what that is as well. So make sure to check that one out too. What's the difference between an escrow account and also an impound account?
Actually, Andrew, they're the same. So yeah, again, this is where that funny jargon thing keeps coming up. It just kind of depends who you're talking to, right? Some people will call it an impound account and some people will call it an escrow account. At the end of the day, what it is, it's a little savings account that your lender has set aside for you that is to house all the money that pays for your property taxes and your hazard insurance. However, as Andrew stated, we're going to be doing another video that explains supplemental tax bills and closing costs. And so I just want to clarify that that impound account will not pay for the supplemental bill. That is a bill that the buyer is responsible for after the close of escrow.
Awesome. All right. Well, Natalie, thank you so much for your time today. And I'm sure this helped a lot of people out demystifying what the heck escrow is. So if you like this video, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I do new videos every single week, real estate related. So anything you want to know, we're going to cover that. So we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.